What is up, everybody, and welcome to a wonderful episode 15 of 20,000 Films Under the Sea. I'm one of your Captain Snyder, Noel Pearson, alongside Devin, Brevin, the Shiner, the Dude. What's happening, Doug?
The Shiner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Are you addressing this little cut right here?
Yeah, that one, along with the other things. I don't know. I like
just
the
have
idea.
bags under my eyes, dude.
I like
bags.
the idea of me just like making stuff up about
Fucking join the
you
club
don't already.
apparently.
Devin
Yeah.
got yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, Devin got so heated back in the day when I let people know that he doesn't like the Division 2. Like he used to get so mad about that, Garrett. Do you remember that?
Did he get pissed? He took it like legit seriously.
'Cause I really like that game.
I know. That just made her know double down, bro.
Yeah, dude. You should just went along with it, man. So Devin, how are you? And do you like Division 2 yet?
I do like Division 2.
Okay.
Division Heartland got canceled, but
change of heart, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, they did put all the resources into Division 3, is what I saw.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I felt like that just should have been the case from the beginning.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I need two new Division games. And like,
except for when the fuck are we getting Division 3?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I know.
I don't know, but like, hey, if they need to cook, let them cook, because obviously they needed to restructure a lot of shit.
I swear to God, Ubisoft, if it's not fucking crossplay.
Dude, for
fucking real, man. Like, I will fucking riot because I have so many friends on Xbox that I will want to play that with. Like, god damn it, man.
Well, it's like I want to play Division 2 with you guys, but I don't want to just start over because I have like a level 80 character on my fucking Xbox.
Yeah, man.
You're all maxed out. Like, you're fucking doing your thing. Yeah, I don't want to start over on that shit either.
Yeah, I'm doing good though, man. I'm doing good. I got to see Knocked Loose the other night. That was fucking sick.
Arf, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there was lots of arf. That show was wild.
I saw a lot of videos.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of homies there. Jag was there. He touched my butt when I was crowd surfing.
Of course, as he does. Yeah,
I saw.
Yeah.
Said that.
Love that for you guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
I got punched in the face during Speed's Pit, like very first band of the night. It was great. But like, I got my 2-step in, so.
Okay. Didn't break your arm this time. Okay.
Yeah. No, I feel great. That show, I just want to say, it's very rare, I feel like nowadays, that you go to a show and the low end is so heavy that you literally feel your arm hair moving from it.
Yeah,
that's what it was like.
That's pretty cool.
I was like sitting there and it was hitting, like those drops were hitting, and I was just like, oh, I can feel this in every aspect of my body right now. You know what I mean?
So she said,
yeah, it is what she said.
Yeah, it is, dude.
But I'm stoked. I got the new band that's about to do stuff. We just set up our DistroKid and all that stuff like that. And we're filming a music video tomorrow. Oh, dude, I mean, you get it. We might switch over to CD Baby.
No, don't do it. Do DistroKid.
Yeah, you think DistroKid?
We did CD Baby, and we had so many
DistroKid.
Complications. So many complications.
Live.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks about DistroKid now is that you have to do the subscription service.
Yeah.
Yes, which is the only bummer thing, but it allows you to do more.
Yeah. It's worth it. It's worth it, honestly.
But we set up our account and everything, got it all prepped.
My old band's
waiting for a couple masters to come back. Yeah. But did Garrett get Cane's or Taco Bell tonight?
Is that Sam?
Yeah.
God damn. I don't even have the stream open, guys. I just knew.
Speaking of which, the man who just knows, it is Gerek Bartholomew Eaton. Hello, sir.
Sam, I'm getting Canes after the podcast. Fuck you.
Yes, you sure are, dude. Garrick, from what I understand, you're almost to your sort of end of time, if you will, right?
Oh yeah, it's happening. It's upon us. 5 days. 5 days
Got
until
one
summer
more
break
week
kicks in.
Yes, sir.
One more week.
Okay.
I finished out like the chunk of what like my work actually is going to be from the year. Like today, I have a few things I need to kind of wrap up over the weekend just in my own time because I don't want to have to deal with it next week. And then I'm just going to coast at work the next 5 days, essentially.
I love that for you.
It was pretty sweet. Yeah,
do it, dog. Do it, dude.
It's gonna be nice. I'll end up. I have 1 week off before I like really pick up full hours at my other job, and then I have that Friday off for Summer Game Fest. So I got like a little mini vacation coming up.
Attaboy. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's good. We got you. We got DJ a little bit more free. Now we can just have you guys doing content 6 days a week.
Yeah, exactly.
that's
the hell
exactly
out of it for like the next 2 months. Just burn us out completely.
I'm gonna get too busy now. I'm gonna be really busy again.
Yeah, and then Devin's gonna get so busy that he's just gonna be on Tuesdays again and nothing else. And
Tuesdays and Mondays,
and even on Tuesdays he's gonna fall asleep. Get fucked, Devin.
I still can't believe that happened.
He can't either. Actually, it's funny.
I think he's referencing that shipwreck episode.
I am the one in which you were like,
yeah,
oh hey,
the one where you walked away and then literally fell asleep.
And we thought you were fucking dead. Like,
yeah, Ernell and I were just like, what the fuck's happening right now? Like, where did Devin go?
Devin, explain yourself.
I walked away.
Yeah.
Checked on Amos. Fell asleep.
Never came back.
Yeah, literally.
Checked on Amos for the last time is what he did. But it is not your guys' last time because this is 20,000 Films Under the Sea. Your choice for all the nerdy pop media news, reviews, and sleep that you want each and every week. And if you like that, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can sleep, get submit questions and topics, get exclusive content, sleep again, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services near you. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment that is cool with us, you can watch us record this show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show, just like Drax660 is and Swamp Witchery is. We love you guys. We love you guys. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. DJ
Prime Gaming.
And we would love for you to give that to us to help keep the lights on and cameras rolling. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, hitting subscribe, or by leaving a review on our podcast channel by searching 20,000 Films Under the Sea. And we'll be right there waiting for you.
Not me, though.
Yeah, not Garrett. Not Garrett. Yeah, he won't be. He's never there. Never there.
Nope.
Yep. Shut up, bitch.
Garrett.
What?
We have some captain's orders, my friend. Guys.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about last night. We're sorry. Boy, say we're sorry.
We're sorry. Guys.
Why am I sorry?
Say sorry. Say sorry, Garrett.
I'm sorry on other
The reason why we're sorry
Yeah.
is DJ got stuck in a storm yesterday.
Yeah, he did. You got
Uh-huh.
fucked up.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very interesting story on Monday, I'm sure.
Yeah, he got mega caught up on some shit trying to pick up his sister from the airport, and it was a fucking mess. And the stream yesterday was supposed to be DJ's stream, more specifically. And technically, me and Devin could have like pivoted. We could have done like, I don't know.
I didn't get the game yet.
Well, we probably could have done something like I don't know, Hentai Honeys Volume 8, something like that. We could have done that.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite one.
7's mine, but 8's still pretty solid. But unfortunately,
I heard 7 they got the feet mini games.
Hands actually, but the feet one was 5. The feet one was 5. Yeah, they had to get to that a little bit sooner. But yeah, we just don't like to tell you guys we're going to be doing one thing and then randomly move to another thing. We can help it. So unfortunately, we had to cancel last night. We'll make up for it. Tracks, Jesus Christ. Chat is awful here sometimes. I apologize for those of you that are watching live.
We've carefully curated it so it's like this every stream. Are you kidding me?
Every single one. Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean,
That is
it comes
100%
with the
true.
territory. It comes
That
with
is
the territory,
100% true.
man.
Guys, please check out the newest episode of Death Ratio that dropped on Wednesday. You can watch that. We get a chance to talk a little bit about EA doing
EA things.
what EA does best.
You're at it again, folks.
And just disappointing us. You know what I mean? So you guys can tune in over there and rant with us about all the terrible, terrible things EA has done in the lifetime of that fucking company. And check that on YouTube and check that on podcast services. You will
Yeah, man.
not
You just wanna
be
Go
disappointed.
tell EA that you don't want back to tank commercials in Star Wars Jedi Survivor 3.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. Guys, listen. We repeat this a little bit often here, but I just want to make it be very clear. Okay, we're not bots. Okay, contrary to popular belief, we're not fucking botted. Okay, so when we say something like, "Hey, please leave a review on our podcast channels," what we're actually saying is, please God, go review our podcast. We're begging you. Because it's the only way that our podcast will get listened to.
Yeah.
Yep.
No
And then
reviews
I
mean
can
no
do shit like
algorithm.
this. Then I can do shit like this.
Blacked out on the Percocet.
Okay.
Ordered a Desert Eagle off Amazon.
My fucking window, like flapping in the wind, has changed the color tone of my goddamn lighting like 4 times.
Yeah,
Is this still light over there too?
Yeah, it's light as shit, dude.
Yeah, it's light.
yeah,
as fuck over here.
it's light as shit. By the way, thank you, Ernell, for that blackout drop because
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's pretty damn good.
yeah,
It's a good one, man.
Good up in here.
Good one, boys. Specifically, Devin, could you please tell the people at home what we're getting into next, my friend?
Abso-freaking-lutely, guys. Oh, we've been going over the drafts. We've analyzed it. You know, we've thought really hard about this. We've sat there. We've even written our own equation for it.
Yeah, of course.
Finally, come up with our version of the final cut. Final cut. Oh, wait. Here we go. I got it. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Final cut.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you for mixing it up a little bit. Guys, tonight we are giving you our X-Men 97 Season 1 review. That is goddamn right, baby. It feels good. A band of mutants use their uncanny gifts to protect a world that hates and fears them. Excuse me. They're challenged like never before, forced to face a dangerous and unexpected new future. Released the first two episodes actually on March 20th, 2024. This was created by Bo DeMayo, who worked on things like The Witcher series for Netflix, Moon Knight, and The Originals. This was directed, various different episodes were directed by Jake Castorena. Excuse me, I had a weird brain smoothness there. Chase Conley and Emi Yonemura. Jake Castorena worked on things like Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Justice League Action, with Chase Conley working on Arc, the animated series, Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beast, and Axe Cop. And Emi Yonemura had worked on Genlock, High Guardian Spice, Onyx Equinox, excuse me. All of them were once prior storyboard artists before taking on director roles. Music was done by the Newton brothers, who have worked on things like Doctor Sleep, every single one of Mike Flanagan's series, and the movie Extinction. Good movie. Good shows, actually. Yeah, good work on their part.
Oh yeah, the Flanagans. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, damn. Haunting of Hill House, man. Woo-wee. Still makes my heart pump a little bit. We do not have a budget for this movie because budgets for animated works are typically really hard to get. They don't really let those out of the vault at all.
Isn't it estimated to be around like 200,000 an episode.
I looked everywhere, man. You can't find specifically for animated shows. They just don't really like to talk about what the budget is for that. I don't know why, to be completely honest with you, but yeah, they kind of abstain from those things. And then runtime of the episodes range anywhere from 23 minutes to 37 minutes. Some fun facts for you guys. A couple long ones and a short one. We'll start off with a sort of in-betweener. Kevin Feige had only two conditions for this show. One, the original X-Men the Animated Series voice cast had to return. And two, the rights for the theme tune of the series had to be obtained. Good choice.
Yeah,
Honestly,
good choices.
The fact that since they got Fox and Feige has been really adamant about getting the original actors and actresses and voice actors to come back and reprise their roles is one of the best Hollywood things we've seen in a very long time.
It's fucking rad, man. That's rad. This show marks Cal Dodd and Leonore Zan's first time voicing Wolverine and Rogue, respectively, in 24 years, and George Buza, Allison Seeley Smith, and Adrian Ho's first time Hoff's first time voicing Beast, Storm, and Nightcrawler in 23 years since Marvel vs. Capcom 2, New Age of Heroes from 2000, for Cal Dodd and Lenore Zan, and X-Men Mutant Academy 2 in 2001 for George Buza, Allison Seeley Smith, and Adrian Hoff. There were a number of role changes, but one worthy of note was Allison Court, who chose not to reprise the role as Jubilee, insisting that a Chinese American should voice the character. So the role went to Holly Chow, while Court instead played as Jubilee's counterpart character. The voices were recorded at the same studio as X-Men the Animated Series, Toronto Studios in Toronto, Ontario. That's fucking rad. That's fucking rad. That's super fun. All of that shit in that sentence is fucking rad. There were some people that they unfortunately weren't able to get because they're really old or they passed away since the show. Yeah, but I mean, they got what they could and it worked out. So
everybody sounded good. I think the biggest main cast member they replaced was Cyclops, if I recall.
Yes, correct.
I think Cyclops' voice actor passed away, but the guy that they replaced him with, can't even tell the difference.
Yeah, he did fucking phenomenal.
Same with Gambit too, actually.
Yeah. Very good. Very, very good. This show marks both the first Marvel Studios project with the Marvel Animation banner and Marvel Studios' first X-Men project. Yeah, we got the Marvel Animation thing that comes in with the opener stinger. So that was pretty cool to see that they're kind of leaning into the animated studio stuff. And then lastly, we have some just a wee tiny bit of background on this DeMeo stuff for anyone at home that doesn't know. Just a week before the 2-episode premiere, The Hollywood Reporter revealed that showrunner Bo DeMeo had been unexpectedly fired by Disney. At the time of his dismissal, DeMeo had already completed the writing for season 2 and had loose ideas for a potential season 3. Inside rumors soon started twitching ears with word that DeMeo had been quote-unquote less than savory to work with by some castmates of this show, and soon after, details arose of DeMeo's quote-unquote unceremonious firing for being physically and emotionally abusive on the set of The Witcher. Some also note that DeMeo launching an OnlyFans profile sometime soon after the production of X-Men 97 ended could be a potential reason for his termination, regardless of it not having any explicit content, per The Hollywood Reporter's findings. In a tweet this morning, responding to questions from fans following the season 1 finale, DeMeo said that while he wrote a lot of season 2, he will not be heavily involved in the production of it. Quote, "I did write a lot of season 2, DeMeo said. However, unlike season 1, I will not be heavily involved or leading production, cast records, design, editorial, post, music, etc., nor doing any production rewrites as it relates to the creative vision of the show. This is why I've said I can't really speak to season 2, but looking forward to seeing the final product with you all whenever it airs. I have high hopes." Interesting situation. So the guy's got some some words that other people have had for him for a while now is kind of all we've really been able to collect. But he made a fucking wild piece of content in this first season, and I'm sure we're going to get a chance to talk about it now. I want to spin this off to Geddick first. My good sir, after you're done taking your sippy sip, your sippy pippies, what were your thoughts on X-Men 97 season 1?
Dude, it's the what a breath of fresh air this show has been in every
Goddamn, baby. Goddamn, dude.
way.
Oh, it feels
Like
good.
it's legit. Like it's nostalgia distilled, bottled, and aged finally for many, many years for us to finally enjoy in 2024. Honestly, timing I feel like is really important for this show. And a lot of it being releasing now is probably why it's as successful as it is. It's now getting to be made in a time where like animation is like on a crazy level. And they've got crazy budgets to be able to back that up. And this show comes out and with animation, with music, with writing, with character design, all of it is just star-studded beautiful from start to finish.
Mm.
It reminded me so like literally I felt like a kid again, like watching Saturday morning cartoons. It was so fulfilling to watch. I loved everything about I have zero complaints. I just want to start with that. I literally have
Okay.
nothing bad to say about this show. I have zero negatives. None at all. None at all. And like most of that's just due to the fact that like I think me personally, I've been experiencing so much goddamn like superhero burnout. Like I haven't watched Invincible. I haven't watched season 3 or 4 or 2, 3, or 4 of The Boys. I haven't watched Loki season 2. There was another piece of Marvel content I think I skipped.
Secret Invasion, but that's okay.
Yeah,
you were missing out on
about to
a
say,
lot.
yeah, I missed Secret Invasion. Like there's like it's really been weighing down on me. And aside from like No Way Home, I haven't really felt like wowed at like a Marvel movie recently in like a long while.
Sure.
And booting this show up for the first time, I was just like, okay, like how like how good can it really be? Like it's just cartoon X-Men the same as it was, like in the 90s. Like they're just rebottling something that we've already, experienced. And they found a way to really like elevate it. And they found a way to elevate everything that previously existed in the show while also simultaneously updating it to make everything relevant for a new era of watchers, a new audience to be able to enjoy this show. And look folks, if you don't understand the allegory, you don't understand the X-Men. Stan Lee, that's a Stan Lee quote.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And like this is a very, very powerful show that like honestly it being superhero content was secondary to me like after about episode 5. I was no longer like it being superhero stuff was really cool, but the message that this show sends is like next level, and I really feel like it's the perfect time for something like this to be heard, especially given like the events of the world currently. Like this show has like a lot to speak on, and I think it's that message is being well received by everybody who was meant to receive it. And as far as like actual like what this show gives you, it's 8 episodes of Avengers level threats, guys.
Yeah.
Like it's insane.
Jesus, dude.
It's insane. Episode 4 of this show is
5.
so is it
5.
episode 5? Episode 5 is the one?
Yeah, 4,
Okay.
Oh,
four is the 4 is Jubilee's episode. 5 is the Remember It.
Gotcha.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, 5.
episode
Holy
5,
shit.
episode 5, Remember It is literally what Age of Ultron should have been.
Literally is yeah.
Mhm.
It's literally was
100%
like
dude.
what like it did everything about it better. The villains are incredibly well written. All of their motivations are sound. The plot is the plot, the subplot. Oh my, the subplot. Dude, it's so good. Like, there's so much happening in this show for so many characters. We've got shit going on with Jean Grey, with Cyclops, with Wolverine, with fucking characters we thought were goddamn dead. Like, dude, I loved Storm's arc like all together, and they found a way to shoehorn in, like, we got so many cool little villain cameos, like, because Storm went up against Nemesis, which is a dope villain, and I loved their representation because that's not usually how they look in the comics. And like, so like that was a really cool design change that I really liked. Loved seeing Mr. Sinister, right? Like, as a villain, just in general, right? Like, super, super awesome. I won't say the other villain because I feel like that's a spoiler.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
But like, seeing Mr. Sinister return and the implications that has on the X-Men and the greater show, and like what he really is, like what kind of antagonist he is. And I really liked that they significantly reinforced that Magneto is not a villain. He's not. He's a misunderstood person in a villain's shoes, and like he does evil things for what he thinks are. He's almost Thanos. Like, he almost has like a Thanos like ideology where like you can get behind what he believes in. Devin.
Just coming off of that, just quick comment. Like, his motivation behind everything that he is as a person and a mutant is solely because he is a survivor of the Holocaust, and he has seen what that is like before. He has endured that.
Yep.
And
And
he
it
is
comes
seeing
up
mutants
more
going
than
through
once.
the same thing. And that is his biggest motivation behind it
Yep.
too. And you see him
Absolutely.
struggle with it as a person. He has PTSD from it still.
Yeah, like all of the characters and their motivations, like everybody's motivation makes sense. Like, everybody's character is well written. You understand where everybody's coming from where Jubilee is, from where Wolverine is, right? With like everything that's going on with Jean, right? And then everything, like, you can understand everything going on with Jean and Cyclops because of Nathan, right? Like, you understand, like, everything makes sense. Everything, like, there's no stone is left unturned, right? And everything that is left unturned is deliberately left unturned as such to set you up for season 2.
Right.
And cameos are back being what they should be.
There
Oh
were some
my
sick
God.
cameos in this fucking show, man.
I'm not
There
gonna
were some
say
sick
them
ones,
all, but
Cameos are back being what they should be.
dude.
the finale cameo. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Like,
fucking plural
they-
on those cameos. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
I just want to say, like, they have established this as solely as a Marvel thing so wholeheartedly, where like X-Men and Avengers and everything, it all exists within their own multiverses, but together. And
Mhm.
they did such a good job with
So
it in
good.
this show.
Yeah, man. I loved this show, and like the finale was exceptional. All 3 parts. Like, this being like a 3-part finale, like within Tolerance's Extinction. Dude. And what, fuck, that goddamn title goes so hard, by the way.
I know,
Like,
goddamn,
like,
right?
literally so hard. I mean, obviously, like, that's a quote from Magneto. Like, and so, like, it's a really, like, everything about this show, it just hits. Like, nothing misses at all. It's firing on all cylinders from the moment it does that Marvel Animations flip card to you rehearing that the Saturday morning cartoon 90s X-Men theme song to it being the original introduction animation,
Let's
for
go,
God's sake.
dude.
Literally just replacing the relevant or non-relevant characters with who's in this show. Dude, and then honestly, the only thing I need now is I just need a 90-minute supercut of those 3 as a film.
Mm.
Back to back. I just need to see them all. Like, I have nothing else to say other than unbelievably incredible.
Honestly, Give me a supercut of episode 5, episode 7, and Tolerance's Extinction all together. Just give me like a 2-hour movie.
Hmm.
Agreed.
Like straight up.
So good.
Straight up.
Devin, go ahead, my friend.
All right. I'm going to say it right now. X-Men is what is going to bring the MCU back to top dog in Hollywood. I'm saying it right now. With them starting 97, if they continue this kind of writing into the live action parts of X-Men, because we know we've got the teases. We had Beast at the end of the Marvels. I don't care about spoiling that at this point. That's in a after credit scene. We got Xavier during Multiverse of Madness. You know, we know that they're bringing X-Men into the forefront.
It's happening.
We have confirmation of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. We literally have a movie coming out called Deadpool and Wolverine. I literally consider this as an X-Men movie with all the X-Men characters it's shown. You know, this is going to be our first
back finally.
Yep, this is going to be our first X-Men movie, and I wholeheartedly believe that at this point because we have X-Men characters, and I recently rewatched the Deadpool movies too, and it's so funny. All the jokes. He's like, "Where the hell are all the other X-Men? You guys only have a budget for Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead and stuff like that."
I love that shit. So
You know,
meta.
and then you see the first class like shutting the door right behind Deadpool. You know, so like I think this is what we needed as fans. This is what we needed as like hardcore comic nerds that we are. Is X-Men is such a pillar when it comes to Marvel. They are such an important piece that I think we've been missing for so long. And it's like you can only play around with all these other characters for so long without having a core.
We weren't watching Avengers cartoons on Saturday morning. Man.
No, we
were
weren't
watching X-Men cartoons.
And guess what? Yep. Avengers cartoons suck. I'm gonna say it. They really do. I don't.
Most of them aren't great. They're not good.
That's true.
I'm gonna be honest about it. They're bad.
Like,
although you
Marvel's
do
best animation stuff is like X-Men, and then like their standalone Spider-Man stuff they do is always usually pretty good.
Yeah. There is a Japanese X-Men anime. I gotta look up the name. I watched it like a couple years ago. It is really fucking cool, actually.
That's not yet. Okay.
Yeah. You need to watch it. I think it's
that
got
sounds
2
like
seasons.
some shit I like.
Yeah. I think you'd like it a lot. I actually want to rewatch it too.
Is it animated?
Yes, it's anime. Just straight up anime. It might be.
That's wild.
And then there was like X-Men Evolution, which was the cartoon after the original 90s one. Do you remember that one too?
Yeah, that one. I didn't like the artwork
which one?
of that one.
X-Men Evolution. You remember that?
I remember the show, but I don't remember. I don't have like a ton of memories watching it.
Rogue was the main character of that show. Yeah. But anyways, this show is beautifully written. I'm not gonna lie, the first few episodes felt very cartoon X-Men, and that's not a bad thing. You know, episode 1 through 4, it's like okay, we're reestablishing the characters and everything, and I really like the design of Magneto in this, by the way.
Me too. I like everybody's design.
Yeah,
I want to do a cosplay as basketball fit Cyclops.
They'll go crazy. They go crazy.
Yeah,
You're pretty much wearing half of it right now, dude.
I know.
I'll do Gambit.
Devin, to answer your question, it literally was just called Marvel Anime X-Men.
That's it. Okay.
Yeah. It was just a animated imagining of the X-Men animated series.
Yeah, it came out in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the artwork looks fucking sick though.
Yeah, I remember watching it a while ago, but like I don't think I finished it. You know what I mean? But like
Beast looks
I remember
dope,
it being cool.
dude. He looks so sick. Anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
But yeah, the character development in the show is some of the best character development I've just seen it out of any TV show or animated series in a very, very, very long time. there's a lot of conflict between Jean and Cyclops in this show, and
Mhm.
it's actually really noteworthy and extremely important throughout the whole show.
Mhm.
Yep.
And I really
Big
like
plot line.
the way how emotive these characters are too, as animated characters. Like they're like you can believe their emotions when they're talking
Mhm.
to each other and what they're going through. Especially Scott. Like his character arc through this show is incredible. You see a side you like this makes the live action Cyclops look like a pansy, and I love it. I love it. Garrick, you have something to say, I can tell.
Dude, it was like literally God damn, they brought back Cyclops so fucking hard in this. Like
Yeah.
he has so many moments. Like he arguably has some of the best scenes in the whole fucking show. Like his bro, there's like a clip that went around
Yep,
where basically
yep,
everybody is
yep,
falling out of the ship and
yep.
everybody's like freaking out. Then like Cyclops can't fly, folks. Like that's not in his ability set,
Yep,
but he
yep.
was not concerned.
His superhero landing is the best
It's
superhero
so hard.
landing
It
we've
was so
ever
hard, dude.
seen.
That
Ever.
that in the fucking hardcore ass beam he does through the tears, that shit went dumb.
Oh my god!
yeah.
It was the scream.
dude.
It was the scream he delivered in that line. I was just like, he acted the fuck out of that scene.
Yeah, he did. Goddamn, dude.
He showed up to work that day.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was incredible. I really hope that moving into live action that we get that kind of Cyclops. Like I
They
hope
gotta do
and
it justice.
after watching the show, I really hope that Henry Cavill is our Cyclops. Like goddamn, I that's what I want, because we know Henry Cavill signed on for a Marvel role. It's confirmed he's going to be in the MCU. We don't know who he's going to be yet. I hope he's Cyclops. I want him to be our new
I
Cyclops.
could see him
fucking
I
being
can see
bad.
it.
Cyclops.
Yeah.
Oh, he would crush it. Especially look how stacked Cyclops is in the show. Like Henry
Yeah,
Cavill
dude.
fits that fucking bill, no problem. But like moving on, because there's a whole lot of cake in this show. Let's be real.
Hey, let's go.
I do want to point out. What do you think we'd wear black spandex?
Yeah, it was a really good callback. That was a very, very good callback.
Yeah. The second that line was spoken, no, he says black leather.
Black
The
leather.
second-
Yeah. Oh
The
yeah. What he was
second
just
that
like, what
line-
am I going to a circus?
Yeah. Yeah. The second he said
Like, what'd
that,
you
I
expect?
was just like,
Black leather?
I'm like, I can't believe they put in such a deep cut Easter egg like
Yeah,
that. you know?
dude. Just such a good callback to Bryan Adams.
Just
That
a
was
quick little
so
jab,
genius.
right? Just by the way,
Yeah.
if you've seen it, you know. Like if you know, you
Mhm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that was Feige's doing. Like, let's be real.
Oh,
Feige
100%.
wanted-
100% he had to have been a
Feige's
part
like,
of that, dude.
Yeah, Feige's like, I have to send a message. You know what I mean?
If Brian can fucking do it, Kevin Feige can fucking do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, from episode 5 and onward, this show turns into a completely different show. It really, like halfway through the
It gets so
episode.
serious.
And I rewatched because I had a bunch of free time today. I rewatched this whole show from episode 5 on. Because don't get me wrong, the first 4 episodes are great, especially the very first one. It's perfect intro back into the series. But there is so much emotional weight. There is so much character development. There's so much conflicts that are I think they only ended up resolving one of the plots in this out of the 7 that they started, but I don't think that's a bad thing at all.
It's
in
not
the
like
show.
it sets it all up beautifully. Like it's like
Yeah.
it didn't feel like it was forgotten though. Just put aside.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't feel like they're leaving things in the air or like
Mhm.
nothing was left hanging. They're just like, we didn't forget. Like, and here's why.
Mhm.
And then like they kind of like they drip feed you like every few episodes. Like if something like happened way back and we haven't circled back to it, they'll even give you like a quick little like, oh yeah, we haven't forgot about this character or what's been going on here. And like then they
Mhm.
kind of jump past it just so the audience is always in the loop with like what's going on at
Yeah.
the greater events. Which is awesome because they do a really good job showing the scale of what the X-Men are involved in, especially with like the news clips and stuff and the way that those interact. It was
Yeah.
super good, super awesome.
Yeah. Oh my god. And the line from the human, I won't say which human it was, but we can't let the people see me helping your kind. Like, dude, just like hitting the nail on the head. Like, I think this show was really important to because there's been a very gross sect of people that follow Marvel and complain about this and that, trying to say things are too woke. And I really think this show finally puts the perspective of what these characters and these storylines are about. And the plain and simple, it's about coexistence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
spoilers, folks. Marvel's always been gay. Marvel's always been like
Yeah.
Marvel's always been progressive. Like y'all just didn't
Yeah.
want to see it, and that's on you.
Mhm.
And this show puts such a huge highlight of importance on coexistence. And if you're watching this show and you're not getting that out of it, then there's just something off, like, wrong with you. You know, you have a low IQ level and you should not be watching this show at all. I'm
You don't
gonna say it right
deserve to
now.
watch this show
You
with
went to
your
double
IQ
digits,
level. Yeah,
and you
dude.
need to rethink
Yeah,
your life
like
choices.
like you have to be so dumb that you need to hit your head against a brick wall like continuously for like 5 years to get any shred of IQ or perspective back. Like, you have to go dumber and then wise up again. Because I don't know how you could not get that from these characters or these stories. So there, I said it. But yeah, it's a beautiful show. I can't wait for season 2. I really hope that even if we don't get all of these characters, I hope we get a lot of this kind of representation in the live action space. Even if it is the original casting, like reprising their roles as these characters, but being alternate versions. You know, kind of like what we're getting out of the trailer with Wolverine. And he is donning the classic colors from the animated show, but he is a different Wolverine than what we've seen in the other movies that led up to Logan.
Yeah.
I really hope we get these kinds of writing for those characters, like, really bad.
For sure, man. Yeah.
Also,
yeah.
the only negative thing is the fact that these episodes weren't released on Saturdays.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, why Wednesdays? Come on. Anyways,
Yeah,
It's Marvel.
That's it. That's all I gotta say.
Really like Wednesdays for whatever reason. Yeah, man. I have a lot of problems with the show. It was
Checks out.
exactly what I would say if this show wasn't fucking perfect, dude. Like, this show
goddamn is
is
perfect.
so fucking good. This show, dude. I did my third watch through today. And I just, goddamn, I am enthralled, man. This, yeah, to echo what you guys are saying, the show just, they finally seemingly understand character arcs again, in the right way, in a way of giving us the stakes as they're able to kind of develop these characters and these relationships and let the story unfold the way that they, used to be able to do very, very perfectly, and seemingly kind of lost a little bit of touch there. There is just an energy that exists about the show that I don't think we've had since Endgame. And have very minimally touched on in little things like Loki, right? Like, WandaVision. They kind of touch on these things. They played that amplitude, but this show, like, fucking goes there. They really, really go there in this. And I think that is just what we needed in this time, and them being able to, because it's animated, them being able to go there with this, because it's whatever they can imagine their world to be, whatever they want it to become, they can make happen. And they do it in the show. Every avenue, every direction that you would want an X-Men storyline to touch and go to, they touch it here. From the romantic relationships to the friendships to the character arcs to the grieving that we're having to experience as X-Men fans now, to like everything involved with this. Like I don't know how the fuck they managed to pull off this level of storytelling this way. And Kevin Feige was just like, hey, who cares if it's fucking animated? It can still be dope as fuck, dude. And that's what we fucking got here, dude. A lot of us were just kind of like, okay, cool. It'll probably be like a follow up to the original X-Men and like that. And that's fine. Like, that's fun. That's cool. I can get into that. I don't think any of us were expecting it to hit this hard.
Not at all.
Like, because this is unbelievably good. Like this, they could have written this into a novel and it would have been fucking magnificent, man. Like everything. I can't wait to see that Cyclops landing in live action now, because that shit's gonna still hit just as hard as it hit here, dude. Like everything about this show, dude, is such fucking gold. Devin.
I also want to state that this is a very adult heavy content oriented X-Men. It is very adult themed in like a very good way, but it's not heavy-handed.
What's its TV rating?
I don't know, but there is death, there is blood, there is lifeless bodies in this show. Like,
it's like legit, like no joke. Like, if you're a millennial and you remember what it was like the day that 9/11 happened, that's kind of what episode fucking 5 feels like. I'm not gonna lie.
It's rated TV 14, boys.
Yeah, like no joke. Like episode 5, I legitimately like there's a moment in episode 5 where like it pans and like there's a line. They're like, I don't like where like the reporter is like, if you're joining us now, and I'm like, oh god. I was just like, what's happening? What's happening? It's 2000. Oh god. Like literally, like I'm watching TV and the Twin Towers were falling. Like the same energy. Like it exuded that. Like because it wanted you to feel the impact of that for the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it panned to several different scenes of people watching the TV too. Yeah. And it says, be prepared for disturbing images.
Yeah, and they really went there.
They went there.
This was rated TV 14, which is fucking shocking.
Which is harder than PG-13 for all y'all out there.
Yeah.
this is
TV 14 is like TV 14 is it's as close as you can get to R for television.
Yeah,
without it being MA.
Without it being
MA.
Straight up. Obviously we just talked about, episode 5 and how that is a wild experience. As an adult, I'm a little traumatized by that episode. Not just because of like the thing, but like everything in that episode hits really hard. I think what my favorite part about this show is that like not only did they understand the assignment, but they understood like what the clay was that they were playing with to mold what this ended up being. They understood that like, yeah, some kids are going to be watching this, but this ain't.
It's not for
them. Our audience. This is for those fucking guys that watched this when they were fucking kids. This is for those folks that were watching this over cereal and toast and orange juice on Saturdays on their living room fucking floor. That's who this show is for. And guess what? They're full ass adults now. And so they said, let's use that and totally ruin their fucking lives. Because they spent 10 episodes ruining our fucking lives this entire show, man. I like, even just from like the jump, the first episode, finding out about Xavier not being there, right? That is the first thing that we virtually find out about this show. And we're like, oh fuck. Where's Professor Xavier? Who are the X-Men without Professor Xavier, right? And then we get the whole Magneto thing that unfolds and things happen there. God damn, is Magneto one of the best Marvel characters ever fucking written, period, point blank, period. And they doubled down on that in this, right? Like they knew that we got the X-Men movies and Magneto in those, whether it is old Magneto or younger Magneto, is still one of the best fucking characters in Marvel. They said, nah, this is going to live up to that. Devin, what?
I want Michael Fassbender to come back so fucking bad as
Dude,
Magneto.
so
like, God,
fucking bad as
fucking
Magneto.
bad.
Dude. Like this
Oh.
Magneto is just goddamn, dude. Like the bars this man was fucking spitting the entire show, dude. Like God, what does he say in the there's the end of the courthouse stuff that happens. He says like, I'm trying to be better. Please don't make me let you down. Is like the hardest fucking line ever.
He's got a few lines.
Ever to do. Exactly. He's spitting bars this whole fucking show. But that line specifically resonated with me so fucking hard, dude. Like throughout the entire course. Because this is the first time we've seen this kind of Magneto in like X-Men media content, right? Like obviously this is, there's comics where he's doing this. I'm not talking about that.
Oh, there's a 70 issue run of him being that Magneto.
Correct. Yes. No, there's an entire comic line. That's not what I'm talking about, right? As far as what we understand in popular media with X-Men, this is not the Magneto we've gotten before. This is a different Magneto in the sense of like, what does good guy Magneto look like, right? And even good guy Magneto is still not perfect. And he understands that. And the way that they were like, let's just write around that. What happens when Magneto is trying to be a good guy, right? Let's expand on that even more. What does that mean for Rogue? What does that mean for Nightcrawler? What does that mean for the rest of the group? How does that make sense for Cyclops and Jean Grey, right? And it just feels like this entire show was this perfect web of collective, great, beautiful emotional writing by people that seemingly give a fuck about X-Men. And I think that is where the gold really lied here. Because we talked about it a million times before. When you have folks involved in these media things and these reimaginings and these adaptations and these live actions, what have you, when you have people involved in those that give a fuck about the source material, things change. Right? Things elevate. They go to the next level. And you can just tell they gave a fuck about this show, dude. Devin, you're champion at it. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, look at how Fallout turned out. And a big part of the production team were huge fans. And one of the lead actress, Ella Purnell, is a huge fan of the games and plays the games all the time. And look at how well that all, translated into the final cut of the show.
Yeah, man.
And we've seen firsthand what goes wrong when you choose to discount or ignore source material. Witcher.
Yeah. Most of the X-Men movies. Yeah.
Fucking dude, Nightcrawler is so fucking good in this show.
Nah, dude, hold on. Before we start going on like what characters we thought like our favorites for the show, I need to put some fucking respect on Morph, dude. Morph,
dude,
is
absolutely
so good in this, dude. They're so good in this
cameo. So gas.
He's so good.
I think Morph is the strongest mutant.
They can take the powers of pretty much any fucking mutant that they've battled at any point or another, dude. Like that's fucking sick, man.
Also, Morph smash.
That was so good, dude. That was so good, man. No, I think the big part that had me like, and I'll pose this question to you guys afterwards. The part that made me love Morph so much in this show was actually
You can't say it, but I can.
Literally that scene, because that was like a full-on canonization of Morph having feelings for this person and being able to finally admit that, right? And God, dude, how the fuck did they write such good storyline, such good dialogue, such good moments in this fucking cartoon that we watched when we were kids, dude? I don't understand it. So I guess I'll pose the question.
And before anybody in the comments or anything even comes at us about Morph and how they might have ruined Morph, there's like legit full cover X-Men runs of Morph in their form, not transformed, with big ol' yitties
Big old
in a,
Yetis,
in,
yep.
in a fucking gala dress, bruh. Like,
Yeah,
Morph be morphing.
Morph is androgynous as fuck, and
Yeah,
they're supposed
Morph
to
be
be that
morphin',
way.
dog.
Like we
Yeah.
don't know what Morph is. Morph is Morph.
yeah. Morph,
So-
sometimes Morph be Wolverine, sometimes Morph be clap the fuck up, sometimes Morph be other things.
That's true, man.
And like I said earlier, if you have a problem with that, go hit your head against a brick wall for 5 years, and maybe that'll
Yeah,
change.
figure it out.
Yeah, maybe you'll figure it out. So
Yeah,
before
figure
I
it
go on, I'll ask you guys, what were your guys' favorite characters of this show?
Morph is definitely S tier. If I'm gonna have to put, I'm gonna do a top 5, okay? And I'm gonna
Give me a 3.
Order.
I want to restrict you just a little bit. Yeah,
Okay.
give me 3.
Okay. Cyclops, Morph, and Magneto.
Okay.
In that order?
In that order?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Garrick.
Mine is probably gonna be,
Don't do any spoiler characters because there's stuff that is
obviously.
plot
Sure,
oriented.
I'm gonna
Sure.
do Rogue,
Mm.
Magneto, and Morph.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna do Magneto, Morph, and funny enough, Cyclops. And that's funny because I fucking hate Cyclops in everything.
Dude,
in
I don't hate him
everything.
at all.
I have
Like I said-
historically, I hate Cyclops for the same reasons I hate fucking Superman. The goody two-shoes superhero bullshit, I feel like is so fucking overdone. I hate it. This Cyclops changed me fundamentally. Like, because I
is
saw this
not-
Cyclops, I was like, this fucking Cyclops is the Cyclops I've been needing my entire fucking life, dude.
he has so much anger that has been built up.
Oh, dude,
it
the range, dude.
It shows, and
got
he
some shit to
sits there.
prove.
He gets angry in the show, and then you see him like bring himself down, and he's like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And like but you see it come out every now and then, and it is just.
I
need this in live action. I need Henry Cavill.
dude, no, for
Cyclops.
fucking real, man. And I think they played it really well because they set him up in this sort of unhinged Captain America, kind of. It's kind of like the best way that I can really explain it. Where like he's this leader role. He knows he needs to be in this leader role. He knows that he has a lot of responsibility. But he's untethered, man. Like this guy is just, he's going through it. He is a fucking mess, and they really allow us to like feel that with him, right? And like, and wow, dude, can we take a back up a fucking moment and talk about like, then this is gonna kind of be synonymous with each other. The animation in this, like not just the artwork, because the artwork, they kind of leaned into the whole like original style of the artwork, right? But the way they animated that artwork, when I saw that fight scene, when that initial one with like the Sentinels, I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be sick,
Dude,
right?
the fight scenes are why Rogue ultimately ended up being my favorite because she had some fucking scenes, bro.
Dude,
where like
fucking for
there
real,
were some
man.
scenes where she beats some ass.
Rogue, by the way, this is the Rogue that got the powers from Captain Marvel in the original series. So Rogue is just as strong as Captain Marvel. Just so everybody
Just a
knows.
fucking tank, dude, the entire time.
This version of
This
Rogue.
facility was designed to
Yoked.
contain the Hulk.
But I mentioned those things together categorically because like there's some moments during some of these fight scenes and stuff where they really allowed their animators and their artists to kind of like go up another step. Like guys, we got to finally see what Nightcrawler's teleportation looks like. Is that
Yes.
not the
That's
sickest
sad.
shit
I was
on the
literally
face of this planet, dude?
that's what I was gonna bring
Yeah.
up. I was just
Oh
like having that
my
animated.
That
But there's another
God.
thing
And it
that I
was
want to
Go
give
ahead.
them respect for in
Go ahead.
relation to that.
Mhm.
They knew when not to over animate their scenes.
Mhm.
There's
Mhm.
one particular scene with our good bub Wolverine where
Mhm.
you don't see what happens. It's just a
Yep.
hard
It's
still.
just a
And it's
fucking still
so-
frame, dude.
And
Oh
it
my
goes so
god.
and it literally that's still I froze with it.
Yeah.
So that frame
They know not.
is,
They knew when not to over animate and when to let the impact hang. I love that.
you want to know what's crazy? That frame is the exact same frame from the comics, but with their art style.
Yeah.
That is the same exact frame from the comic. That because that scene is something that happens in this. This is actually this. This is
two different comic
true,
lines. Technically,
It's an
Yeah.
adaptation of two comic runs melded together.
and they're doing a very good job with it too. A very good job. This is like one of the best comic adaptations that we've had. And I did want to say that fight scene with Nightcrawler and Wolverine.
That's what I was gonna say, dude. Oh,
Yeah,
that shit had me
it
so
is
hyped,
so
bro.
many cool
that
moments.
and that was like one of the longest fight scenes in the show.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah. And
good, dude.
It was so that right there, because you don't see, like, you see Wolverine like quite a bit in the show, but Wolverine is kind of a side character.
Yeah, he's
in the
he's
show.
not really a main character in this.
That-
Like he is because he's an X-Men, but him sort of being this sort of like in the passenger seat of everything going on fit really well for this Wolverine. And I was
With his
actually gonna bring that up
one-liners.
too.
And he had a lot of like one-liners.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, the
in
thing
it.
is like that's in when they're in like their ensemble, like that's kind of always been like Wolverine's place in the group.
Yeah.
Like especially with the X-Men animated series, like he was never really like a super duper like forefront character. It was always about Charles, Jean, and Scott. Like they were the main characters of the show.
And
Just
Gambit,
period.
actually, Gambit was
Gambit,
way more
and
popular.
but I say Gambit and Storm were both were up there. I would say they were like the big five, and I think Rogue snuck in when she got introduced later.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, Wolverine, he got popular because he's like that cool, aloof, like low key character, right? Like his mysteriousness and like his sidebar, like the way he interacts with the characters, is what made him so interesting. That's what made us want to get to know him more, right? Because like they always showed you just enough of his character to be like, what's really going on in there, right? And they doubled down on that, and like I was constantly fucking wondering what the hell he's thinking. In this show.
I think, especially with what happens in the finale, I think he's gonna have a way bigger role moving forward.
Agreed.
And you and I kind of talked about it the other day, you know, what that means, because in the comics, it means a whole fucking lot.
It means a lot.
It does. Yeah, it does.
And like, dude, I love this show.
It's fucking good, man. It's fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
Like I could go on and on and on about how this show deserves fucking accolades out the ass. I hope this show gets awarded. I hope this show gets many more seasons. I hope all those seasons lead right into some live action shit. I hope a lot of things for the show, because the show really is just that magnificent. Garrick, my friend, should people watch this right away? And what is your final score?
Everybody should watch this. Everybody should watch this. Even if you're not a superhero fan, like I'm serious. Like even if you're not a Marvel fan, even if you're not an X-Men fan, like even if you're like hesitant about like getting into like cartoons or adult animation, like now's the time, because this show is magnificently written. It was made. Like, don't get me wrong, this show was absolutely made and will be enhanced if you're a Marvel and an X-Men fan, but I don't feel like you need that and you don't even need to have seen the original series to enjoy this. Like it informs you as a new audience member enough that you know what needs to happen. Like throughout the story, they do a really good job, like putting everything together so that you are always on the same page as the X-Men are. And it paid out. Like everybody should go watch this show. This shit's a 10 out of 10 all day long.
Devin.
Absolutely. I think this show is most important for people who are experiencing superhero fatigue, especially in the sense of Marvel. If you need something that's going to make you feel excited, if you need something that is going to feel like a storyline is on the right path, if you need something that you only have 45 minutes to sit down and watch something, this is the perfect show for you. the animation's top notch, the storytelling's top notch, the characters are top notch, the cameos are supreme. 10 out of 10. 10 out of fucking 10. If you don't have Disney Plus, this is worth getting Disney Plus for.
Yeah, man. This this show is just out of this world. This show's fucking incredible, man. Like that, like whether or not you're a Marvel fan, fucking watch this. If you just love good animation, if you like good animated shows, animated content, watch this shit. This show will serve you in some way or another. The only person I can think of that this would not hit the right way is with those pieces of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Smooth brains.
Yeah, the smooth brains. Yeah, fucking magnificent. Bravo. Fucking vo to you, Kevin Feige and Bo DeMeo, for writing this fucking piece of goddamn gold and dropping it on our doorsteps. Yeah, this is a 10 out of motherfucking 10, boys. Unanimous. Boys, it feels good, man. I don't want it to end. I never want this to end. This show is so fucking good, dude. And thankfully, you guys at home will never want it to end either, because this has been 20,000 Films Under the Sea. Your choice for all the nerdy people nerdy pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted each and every week. If you liked what you heard, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services near you. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can watch us record this show live right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, hitting subscribe, or by leaving a review on our podcast channel. Please, God, do it by searching 20,000 Films Under the Sea, and we'll be right there waiting for you. We have to go, everybody, but until next time, my friends, Magneto was
my
right.
X-Men.
There you go.
To me, my X-Men.
My meat. My